Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you're new here. My name is Kayla and today I will be doing a collective reading for you guys. I have already cleansed the space and said a prayer over the cards, so we're going to go ahead and get into the overall energy with this oracle deck, clarify with the tarot, and finish off with a final message from Spirit. I hope you're all doing well. I'm doing alright, better every day. Let's go ahead and get into it. Please and thank you, Spirit. One card for the overall energy of the reading. Give me clear, honest, and concise messages. The fates, with at the bottom, chaos and conflict. The number 33 or the number 17 may be significant. Alright, let's see what the fates says. Number 17. Excuse me. It's like all of a sudden I have like a little bit of mucus stuck right in you know, that feeling right down in there. So someone could be trying to block a message from coming through 8:33 on the clock. The number 33 could definitely be significant, and then the 7 and the 1 making 8. Alrighty. Fate, karma, acceptance that there are things you cannot change, and knowing what those things are. The oracle's message. The serenity prayer sums up the meaning of this card. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. There are things in life you will never have control over. The conditions brought on by the evolution of the collective, by nature, and by your past experiences may be fated, preordained by Spirit, for a greater purpose you cannot understand in this lifetime. It may not be in your cards to understand why certain events occurred, but you can accept the mystery and work with what those events and your current circumstances have to teach you. This is the wisdom contained in the Serenity Prayer. Okay? So with that being the overall energy of the reading, some of you maybe, experiencing some things, going through some things, okay? Maybe things are not working out how you want them to, okay? And it's, as it says, some things are fated. That's pretty much what this card is saying. Some things are meant to happen and some things aren't meant to happen. And the serenity prayer, God, grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, which is, just coming to terms with things, okay? And not fighting it or excuse me, being unhappy all of your days because of something that you cannot change. You have to accept it and go on and live your life. You cannot dwell on the past or anything that's not for you, okay? You have to move on with life. The courage to change the things that I can, okay? If there is something that you can change, okay, and you don't like it, sometimes people are afraid of change and, they'd rather stay where they're comfortable. So that is the courage, to want to do better, determination, that type of energy. And the wisdom to know the difference, to know what is and is not meant to be, I feel like, okay? Sometimes we definitely stay in situations longer than we should, thinking like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be with this person, And so the wisdom, I feel like that is, what is the word? There's a word in the Bible, discernment, I feel like, okay? So there's just certain things that happen in life that are supposed to happen and some things that are not, okay? There's a greater purpose that you cannot understand in this lifetime, all right? And as it says, it may not be in your cards to understand why certain things happen, okay? The prosperity message. Your experiences concerning prosperity and abundance are beyond your personal control right now. You are being invited to accept what is unreservedly. This could be a temporary situation seemingly thrust upon you by outside forces. But there is an underlying purpose you can't see that has been determined by the fates. It could be a situation you are unprepared for, and you may not understand how it will benefit you in the moment. Do not fight the situation. Ride it out and see where it leads. Surrender to it, and the serenity you need to make good choices from here on out will be given to you. You will indeed flourish. Okay? So, just stop trying to be in control of things. If there's things that you can change, of course, go ahead and change those things. But there's certain things that you can't change. For example, the past, okay? You can't change the past. So, it's just like you have to accept the lesson and move forward. Take what you've learned, apply it, and move forward, okay? Chaos and conflict is at the bottom of the deck, number 33. Chaos and conflict, disarray, being at cross purposes with another, the tension of opposites, the value of chaos before order. The Oracle's message, opposing forces come together to create a turbulent atmosphere, but consider the value of chaos that serves you well. As you become unmoored by it, scattered to the winds, you leave behind the parts of yourself you no longer need and disperse seeds to reinvent yourself anew. Although the conflict appears to exist externally, its essence is also internal, projected outward and causing disarray. You may find yourself at cross purposes with someone else, facing a storm you feel you can't control. Yet every storm passes, and chaos leads to a reordering of things. Conflict provides a way to see more than one side of a situation. Look upon this as just a moment in time, when you may need to take shelter and step away from the fray. Don't be too eager to fight. This is a time to understand rather than to be understood. Okay? So you may be at odds with someone, as it says. And I feel like that's just, God's way of, moving things out of the way for you, making a shift for you, okay, to make way for what is supposed to be, all right? So we always want to, as I said, why is this happening? Why, rejection is God's protection, rejection is redirection, okay? And it's like when things fall apart, now you can rebuild on more stable ground, okay? And then the prosperity message, circumstances appear to be chaotic, but everything that is happening now is in truth shaking things up so you can find the real path to your prosperity, as I just said, Yes, it's a stormy time, and it feels as if there are opposing forces wherever you turn. Be reassured that there is divine purpose in this chaos. Everything that doesn't work is being taken from you so the truest parts of yourself remain. The events occurring now are essential for your ultimate prosperity. This chaos is divinely inspired, even though it doesn't appear that way now. In time, you will know this to be true. Okay, I really feel like these two cards kind of give off the same energy. It's like things happen for a reason, all right? And you may not see it now, but, and it's going to work out for you in the end, all right? So let's go ahead and clarify. Thank you for that, Spirit. So I just feel like, if there's things that you can change, such as like a job, career, your hair, your body, those type of things you don't like, physical appearance, things that you can literally change on your own, then go ahead and change those things if you're not happy. Okay, but as far as like the family you were born into, the cards you were dealt in life, maybe your parents dying young, or those type of family issues, or even like physical disabilities that are permanent, those type of things, we always don't know why things happen, but there's always a reason, okay? All right, let's go ahead and clarify the fates. Please and thank you, Spirit. Why is the fates here for the overall energy of the reading? Clarify the fates and make it clear. Only the truth may come out. The Queen of Wands. Brilliant, talented, independent, controlling. There is nothing you can't do. Believe in yourself. Never underestimate your ability to make your dreams come true. The need for balance between careers and personal life. Okay? So with this Queen of Wands coming out as the first card to clarify the fates, I feel like it's meant for you to step into your power, okay? Believe in yourself, trust in yourself, okay? And I feel like maybe that's the number one thing you need to do for something to welcome itself into your energy, okay? So some of you may be doubting yourself or in denial about something, okay? Not having faith or believing in something, and I feel like that may be necessary, okay? Wise counsel at the bottom, unity with a spiritually minded community. Ask the divine for help and trust the answers will come. Compare traditional methods with new ideas to see which is best for you. All right. I feel like, as it says here, whatever it is that you're doing, I'm not sure if it's art or journaling or any, of those aspects, as it says here. Ask the divine for help, or if you have any type of confusion about anything. And then compare. I thought it meant it says compare traditional methods with new ideas, okay? So maybe just seeing which, as it says, which works best for you, okay? The Ace of Cups, a beautiful new emotional experience, a romantic relationship or deep friendship, awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual insight, a love letter, a new home, and then renewal. Reviewing the past with compassion and forgiveness. Time to head in a new direction. Clarity on your life's purpose. In your heart, you know what to do. So with these three cards coming out, I feel like maybe you are, more confident at this time. Believing in yourself. This could be in regards to love, okay? Maybe love is being renewed, okay? Maybe you are moving forward from something in your past that maybe you had a hard time moving on from 8:44 on the clock. Okay, because it talks about time to head in a new direction. So it's like maybe you're finally releasing something after following the wise counsel, maybe your spirit guides, okay, the divine, okay, forgiving someone, getting the clarity and moving on because you know that is what you should be doing, okay? Thank you for that, Spirit. What else for this fates, the fates? Some of you may have a black cat. What else for the fates? Maybe blue curtains in your house somewhere with some type of like floral print on it. Oh, the Strength card. Give me a second. Okay, so the Strength card is what fell. It says personal power and assertiveness portrayed with kindness. Compassion that brings about forgiveness. Realizing you are stronger than you knew. Okay? I feel like maybe you're like taming someone, okay? It's like you're very strong, courageous, assertive, okay? And it's like you can control or persuade people easily, I kind of feel like, okay? And not in a bad way. As you see, she's sitting next to the lion. The lion is all relaxed, okay? It's like you can tame things that are usually untamable, okay? It's probably like you are realizing your power, okay? Realizing, as it says, you're stronger than what you knew. The Dreamer at the bottom, a new start. Trust yourself, push your fears aside, and take a leap of faith. The Four of Wands, so much to celebrate. Send gratitude to the divine and the angels for the peace and prosperity coming to you. Peace and contentment in your personal life. And then the Hermit card, time spent in peaceful meditation and meaningful solitude. Shine your light as an example to others. Seek out or become a spiritual mentor. Self-discovery. All right, so you could be going to start something new, okay? It's like your angels, ancestors are watching after you as you see him walking. And then in the back, there's an angel watching over him, okay? So it's like you're afraid probably to start something new. Maybe not even afraid, but just unsure. Some of you may have a dog. I'm not sure what kind of dog that is. You have a key to something, okay? Maybe you're unlocking something new, okay? And it's time for you to take a leap of faith. All right, there's going to be some type of celebration some good news coming in, okay? Prosperity, peace, contentment, a peaceful life, okay? You're going to be very happy. All right, you could be meeting someone along the journey, okay? And then the Hermit, time spent in peaceful meditation and meaningful solitude. Shine your light as an example to others. Seek out or become a spiritual mentor, self-discovery, okay? You may be leading the way, okay? It's like maybe people are following in your footsteps. It's like people are learning from you. After dealing with you, they're going through awakenings in those type of situations, okay? Thank you for that, Spirit. What else for the fates? What else, please, and thank you, Spirit, for the fates, one card at a time. All right. The Eight of Cups, the need to move on, seeking more from life than what you are experiencing, a spiritual quest, choosing to make big life changes, a change in priorities, and leaving home, okay? So you're definitely leaving something behind here, okay? Look at all of these cups in the chest, and he's walking out the door with only one. So it's like, I'm leaving all of this baggage behind. I'm going to take a souvenir for what I went through, what I've learned, okay? Maybe what's important for me to hold on to. Yeah, it's like that chest has a lot of important things in it, but it's like I'm moving on to something else now, okay? So you want more out of life, all right? You don't want a whole bunch of silver cups, gold cups, okay? You could be wanting more out of life than just material gain, okay? As it says, a spiritual quest. All right, at the bottom we have the King of Swords, intelligent, impartial, respected, stoic, receiving wise advice, remain objective and fair-minded. Public speaking, communicate clearly, unemotional relationships, or being emotionally unavailable. All right, I feel like you are not, it's like you're walking away from something emotionally, okay? With this King of Swords here, I feel like you are more, as it says, unemotional in some type of relationship, okay? You're not swayed by how someone is, probably giving you I love yous and that type of energy. The Empress here, take time to take action, give birth to your dreams. Creative projects will be very successful. Abundance and prosperity, okay? I feel like you, walking away from something and being more, as it says here, impartial, not being swayed by, not letting someone sway you or persuade you with words, okay, and just saying any old thing to you, all right? It's bringing you in some abundance and prosperity. The Ace of Swords is here as well. Brilliant ideas that may need refinement, overcoming obstacles with faith that everything will work out. Communicate clearly and concisely. Remain objective, okay? So you could be setting something straight with someone, communicating something to someone, okay? You're overcoming something. I feel like you're definitely going through some type of change, releasing something, moving on from something, okay? Thank you for that, Spirit. What else for the fates? Please and thank you, Spirit. I'm going to shuffle the cards. Alrighty. What else for the fates? Please and thank you, Spirit. One card at a time. The Page of Cups. Sensitive, open-hearted, and experienced. Moody. Messages regarding relationships, new emotional experiences, a romantic encounter, social invitations or events, heightened heightened psychic abilities, okay? So I feel like, as I said, you're moving on from something, not letting someone sway you, someone from the past maybe that you felt strongly about, okay? It's like you're releasing them. You're finally ready to move on and let go of them after a long time of maybe just dwelling in that energy, communicating still with this person that probably didn't treat you too well, okay? You could be getting some type of messages regarding new relationships, okay? New emotional experiences could be coming in, new love, okay? Your psychic abilities can be getting heightened as well, as it says here, a romantic encounter. Maybe someone's inviting you out somewhere, okay? At the bottom, we have the Wheel of Fortune. The number 24 could be significant, okay? Or the number 4, or the number 21. Fresh start, a fresh new start, or the end of delays, sudden or unexpected progress, a very positive change in your life, travel, or a new vehicle, okay? So some type of delays are coming to an end now, okay? It's like the wheel is turning. As it says, a fresh start, some type of progress is being made, sudden change, positive change, okay? You could be getting a new car or traveling as well, as it says. The Six of Pentacles, the good you do comes back to you, an unexpected inflow of abundance, borrowing wisely or paying off debt, sharing your wealth with others less fortunate, okay? I feel like you're gonna be coming into some money, and maybe Spirit wants you to be generous and help others, okay? All right? Yeah, look at her, the wheels on her wheelchair. This is the Six of Pentacles. But I feel like it's like for you to have golden wheels on your wheelchair, you're going to have a lot of money to give, okay? And then the Five of Wands, conflicts with others caused by opposing opinions. Walk away from drama unless the situation is really worth your time. Then stand up for yourself. Very ambitious people, okay? Someone may want to, start conflict with you because of, this newfound progress, success, change that's happening in your life. Maybe this new income that's coming in, this new money, this new abundance that's coming in. All right. As it says here, walk away from drama. Like, don't engage. Don't let anyone bring you down from your high vibrations. You're going to be in a very good and positive mood, with these changes coming in. And people don't like to see you happy. Misery loves company, so be aware of that, okay? Let's get one more, please, and thank you, Spirit, for the fates here. One more. Please and thank you, Spirit, for the fates. All right. Did I say this was the Ace of Cups? This is a page and this is the Ace, okay? 3 cards with water. So this could have something to do with feelings, emotions, spirituality, intuition, okay? The Ace of Cups, a beautiful new emotional experience, a romantic relationship, or a deep friendship, awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual insight, a love letter, a new home. Definitely feeling like high-end emphasis on heightened psychic abilities, all right, or the awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual insight. You're getting clarity. You're tapping more into your spiritual gifts, definitely, I feel like, okay? A new emotional experience could be coming in. As it could be something about a relationship, a romantic relationship, okay? Someone could be reaching out to you, sending you a love letter, as it says here. You could be moving, getting a new home. At the bottom, the Queen of Pentacles, generous, practical, gracious, materialistic, the ability to make anything more beautiful, a love of family and home. Be practical about how you proceed, a love of art and beauty, a sensible approach. The Page of Swords, logic, perceptive, insightful, blunt, an exciting intellectual challenge, brilliant insights, information that you need but might be challenging to receive. Review all documents carefully. And then the King of Swords here, 33 on the timer. Not this one here. I have a timer on the microwave. The King of Swords, intelligent, impartial, respected, stoic, brilliant, receiving wise advice, Remain objective and fair-minded. Public speaking. Communicate clearly. Unemotional relationships or being emotionally unavailable. Okay. I feel like you're being logical with a situation about someone, okay? A lot of people may be very interested in you here with this King of Pentacles, talking about you being generous, practical, gracious, okay? Beautiful. You make anything more beautiful. It's like you don't have to do much. You're just very beautiful. Bunnies could be significant. All right. I feel like maybe you need to be blunt, all right, and really let people know exactly what it is and exactly what it is. And a lot of people may be, approaching you, pushing up on you, in unwanted ways. Okay. Yeah, maybe you need to go ahead and let someone know, I don't want this. This is not okay. We're not gonna do this. All right. You could be getting some type of information. All right, some type of insight. Something that may be challenging. Something to think about, maybe. All right. Let's clarify with the tarot. This is tarot, but we're gonna clarify with another tarot deck as well. All right. Give me a moment, actually. All right, let's clarify the Queen of Wands. Brilliant, talented, independent, controlling. There's nothing you can't do. Believe in yourself. Never underestimate your ability to make your dreams come true. The need for balance between career and personal life. One or two cards, please and thank you, Spirit. Let me move it up a bit. One or two cards for this Queen of Wands here, please and thank you, Spirit. Make it clear. The Strength card comes out. Courage, passion, subtle power, persuasion, influence, inner strength, focus, and compassion, okay? With it talking about controlling as well here, okay? I just feel like you're very strong, as I said, persuasive, like, don't underestimate your ability to make things happen, to get things that you want. I feel like at the bottom, the Queen of Wands again. Courage, confidence, independence, focus, zest for life, determination, and joy. The Chariot, movement, progress, action, integration, determination, willpower, control, direction, departure, and courage. And then the Ace of Wands, new projects, inspiration, urge to create, willpower, potential, beginnings, desire, power, new opportunities, and growth, okay? So I feel like you, taking action on something. These both talk about willpower, making progress, okay? Being courageous, and just asserting your dominance in things, okay? Like, believe in yourself and do what you feel like, what you can do, okay? The Temperance, I feel like there's no limiting whatever it is that you want to do in life, all right? I just feel like the only thing is you not having the faith and trust in yourself, okay? The Temperance, balance, harmony, moderation, patience, being sensible, purpose, and finding meaning. At the bottom, the Empress, the Two of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. 3, 2, 1 could be significant if you look at these cards. 3, 2, 1, and then a 0, okay? The Empress, abundance, nurturing, fertility, feminine, good parenting, development, accomplishment, growth, evolution, and action. The Two of Wands, planning, progress, making decisions, discovery, leaving home, travel plans. And then the Wheel of Fortune, good luck, karma, life cycles, destiny, turning point, change, inevitable fate, ups and downs, unpredictable. Something is definitely changing, okay? And you could be just progressing in life, okay? Growing, evolving, accomplishing things, traveling, all right? Yeah, it's like you're just finding your confidence and you're going to take off with it, I feel like, okay? What about the Strength card here? Please and thank you, Spirit. Personal power and assertiveness portrayed with kindness, compassion that brings about forgiveness, realizing you are stronger than you knew. The Lovers comes out. Love, harmony, relationships, union, partnerships, sexuality, passion, values, alignment, deep love, a choice, the strength of two together. At the bottom, Page of Swords, the Hanged Man, and the Three of Swords. 1, 2, 3 could be significant. All right. I feel like maybe you or getting clarity on something maybe here. This Page of Wands gives me clarity for some reason. I know it talks about, being curious. Probably someone watching you, spying, okay? Maybe eager to know something, okay? But I feel like you realize your strength in something, okay? You saw something differently, and it's like you are maybe healing, letting go of something, some type of heartbreak, emotional pain, okay? One more, please, and thank you, Spirit, for the Lovers here with the Strength card. One more for the Lovers here with the Strength, please, and thank you. Okay. We have the Magician. What I'm noticing immediately is these are all major arcanas that's coming out in this deck here. The Temperance of Strength for this King of Wands, and then the Magician and Lovers for this Strength, okay? So a lot of major changes, definitely, okay? The Magician, action, creation, manifestation, power, self-confidence, clarity. I definitely feel like it's like, yeah, it's like you're taking action, you're stepping into your power, okay? You're manifesting whatever it is that you want in life, new love, okay? You're being more courageous and going after things, okay? You're not just sitting back and just letting life pass you by or deal you any type of hand, okay? Wheel of Fortune at the bottom, good luck, karma, life cycles, destiny, turning point, change, inevitable fate, ups and downs, unpredictable. The Three of Cups, celebration, friendship, collaboration, creativity, community, and happiness. And then the Three of Pentacles, 1033 could be significant. Teamwork, collaboration, learning, implementation, building something. All right, so you're definitely going to be collaborating with others, I feel like. And then I feel like it's going to be, this could be friendships, okay? Something regarding business. All right, you're going to be teaming up, collaborating with others. Maybe learning something from others, building something with others, all right? And this is supposed to happen. The wheel is turning, okay? And I feel like this is from you as well, I guess, as it says, finding your strength, okay? Being more courageous, asserting yourself, going after things that you want in life, okay? Putting yourself out there. Alrighty. What about this Eight of Cups here? Please and thank you, Spirit. The need to move on, seeking more from life than what you are experiencing. A spiritual quest, choosing to make big life changes. A change in priorities and leaving home. Clarify this Eight of Cups here. Please and thank you, Spirit. One or two cards for the Eight of Cups. I just need some room to shuffle. Alright, clarify the Eight of Cups. Please and thank you, okay. The Fool, another major arcana. New beginnings, possibilities, innocence, spontaneous, optimism, trust in life, blind faith, adventure, opportunity, pleasure. You're going on a new age of adventure. These both talk about, taking a leap of faith, going out to pursue something more in life, okay? The Tower card, sudden change, upheaval, chaos, revelation, disaster, awakening, release, and sudden insight. Empress, abundance, nurturing, fertility, feminine, good parenting, development, accomplishment, growth, evolution, and action. And then the Ace of Pentacles, abundance, manifestation, opportunity, new career or financial opportunity. Some type of major change, sudden change is happening, okay? It's like you're going to be catapulted into some type of new opportunity, prosperity, abundance, okay? Evolution, developing something. The Star card right up underneath that. It's like this is supposed to happen, okay? One more. Please and thank you, Spirit, for this Fool card here with the Eight of Cups. One more for this Fool card here with the Eight of Cups. Please and thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Why is the Fool here with the Eight of Cups? One card. Okay. The Eight of Pentacles, it flipped in the reverse. Self-development, perfectionism, misdirected activity, no passion, uninspired, unmotivated, okay? So it's like maybe you're trying to develop something for yourself. Okay, it's like you're trying to heal yourself, or um work on yourself. I feel like, okay, work on you. It's not, I don't really feel like you're worried about financial anything. You're trying to work on you as a person, I feel like, okay, spiritually. Six of Swords, transition, change, leaving behind, releasing baggage, moving on. Seven of Swords, betrayal, deception, getting away with something, acting strategically. Okay, you could have snuck off from someone. Okay, but definitely you are leaving, releasing something, moving on from something. And maybe you're moving on from liars and cheaters. Okay, people being trickery. All right, you're releasing something, sacrificing something, letting go of something that maybe you really loved and cared about for the betterment of yourself. All right, so that is making a sacrifice when it's something that you don't want to let go of, but you're doing it because it's the right thing to do. It's the best thing for you. Okay, this Page of Cups, sensitive, open-hearted, and experienced, moody, messages regarding relationships, new emotional experiences, a romantic encounter, social invitations or events, heightened psychic abilities. Please and thank you, Spirit. Clarify this Page of Cups here. One or two cards for the Page of Cups, please and thank you, Spirit. All right. King of Wands, natural leader, visionary, entrepreneur, big picture, overcoming challenges, mature, and career focused. Okay. All right. I feel like you might be like getting the gift of sight, like being able to actually see visions, see things clearer spiritually. I feel like, okay. If you're having any type of blockages spiritually where you feel like you're not expanding, growing your gifts, and I feel like you're overcoming that. Seven of Wands, challenge, competition, protection, perseverance, defense, maintaining control. The Devil, shadow, self-addiction, attachment, restriction, sexuality, temptation, seduction, destructive behavior. You could also be blocking someone out. Okay, protecting yourself from someone. Okay, this could be a fire sign. Empress, abundance, nurturing, fertility, feminine, good parenting. It's like someone is obsessed with you, and you you have to protect yourself from them. I feel like, okay. You're getting some like clear visions about someone. All right. One more for this Page of Cups here with the King of Wands, please and thank you, Spirit. Oh, all right. That came out, but this one flipped over. The Emperor, respect, leadership, stability, structure, rules, and power, authority, father figure, protection, control, discipline, focus, and practicality. At the bottom, Six of Wands, the Hierophant, and then the Queen of Swords. The Six of Wands talks about public recognition, victory, progress, and self-confidence. The Hierophant talks about institutions, tradition, religion, society, and its rules, social approval, conformity, forgiveness, bondage, mercy, wisdom, and trust. And then the Queen of Swords, unbiased judgment, independent, clear boundaries, direct communication, clear-minded, perceptive, okay? Yeah, I feel like you're getting clarity on someone, okay? And it's like your intuition or your higher self, okay, maybe telling you to move forward, move away from something, maybe set clear boundaries, okay? You're making some type of progress. What about this Ace of Cups here? A beautiful new emotional experience, a romantic relationship or deep friendship, awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual insight, a love letter or a new home. Clarify this Ace of Cups here, please, and thank you, Spirit. One or two cards. Four of Pentacles. Saving money, security, conservation, secrecy, control, and fragility. Queen of Wands at the bottom. Courage, confidence, independence, focus, zest for life, determination, and joy. All right, someone may be trying to hold on to you, okay? Trying to control you, maybe. It's like they see you, getting ready to be more confident, stepping out, okay? It's like they don't want something to end, the death card. And then the Nine of Swords, someone is stressed out about you ending something with them, okay? One more, please, and thank you, Spirit, for this Ace of Cups here with the Four of Pentacles. The Nine of Cups. That's the Ten of Cups. Yeah. Wish come true, contentment, satisfaction, emotional stability, luxury, and gratitude. Someone knows, like, your abundance, prosperity, gifts. A lot of things are coming in for you at this time. They could just be trying to, like, ride your coattail. The number 99 could be significant. The Hermit is here. Soul searching, introspection, contemplation, wisdom, truth seeking, being alone, independence, inner guidance, meditation, and consciousness. Three of Swords, heartbreak, suffering, grief, emotional pain, sorrow, hurt, divorce, loss, depression. And then the Eight of Swords, negative thoughts, self-imposed restrictions, imprisonment. It's like you're realizing, I feel like, that someone, you know, like they don't have the best interest at heart for you, okay? It's like they are an opportunist, okay? They are only around you for whatever they can get out of it, whatever they can get out of you. If you can help benefit their life in some type of way, okay? And I feel like, you know, that's kind of how you should be. You know, you shouldn't deal with people just for the sake of it, you know, at least not in a love capacity, because that really gets you nowhere, okay? But I feel like this person, they really go in with the mindset of maybe not even liking people and just getting with them and dealing with them to use them to get things about of them, okay? So I feel like maybe you're getting some type of clarity, okay? Meditating some type of truth about this, okay? And it's like you're coming out of that Eight of Swords energy. All right, it's like for a minute you had your own self stuck and trapped into that type of energy, okay? So summing up the reading, I feel like with the fates being here as the overall energy, Spirit is just letting you know some things don't work out, some things do. And I feel like this reading, Spirit is letting you know that wonderful things are coming your way, and this is how it is supposed to be, okay? People are not going to be, some people are not going to be too happy about it, okay? And they may want to cause some conflict, okay? You could be meeting someone new in a love aspect. Your spiritual gifts could be maturing and growing more. You could be noticing that. Definitely I see new love coming in as well, though, but just a whole lot of progression coming in, okay? And this is supposed to happen for you, okay? That is the message that I have for you guys today. I really hope that you enjoyed this message. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one, and you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you.